invited me here. Being here, listening to the array of, seeing the videos, listening to Dr. Sen has made my 24-hour flight seem very much, insignificant. Uh, as Karen introduced, my name is Madan Padaki. I wear multiple hats, as Dr. Sen was saying. I'm the co-founder and CEO of an entrepreneurial entity called Meritrack. We're India's largest skills assessment company. We test people, and we've played a fairly significant role in the growth of the IT and the BPO industry in the country. The other hat that I wear is that of a trustee of the Head Life Foundation, which is what I'm going to talk about. And the counterparty of Head Life Foundation is an entity called Village BPO, which actually provides employment to these kids in the villages, and that's the story that I will talk about here. I'm also a part of a large conglomerate, education conglomerate called Manipal. Manipal is India's largest private university, and Meritrack is invested by them. So there's a fair amount of stuff that I'm trying to knit through. So there's a common theme running in several of the things that I'm doing, which is what I will talk about as we go along. The next 12 to 15 minutes is all about an experiment and a dream that we're dreaming. I'll talk about the experiment first and what's the dream that we're running after. Before that, I want you to meet Ramesh. Ramesh is an 18-year-old. This was 3 years ago. Never, ever been to school. Never had a pencil in his life. He works as a cowherd and as a farm laborer, earning anywhere between 5 rupees to 10 rupees a day. That's about 10 cents to 25 cents a day on lucky days. And he has about 100 such lucky days. So he typically gets work for about 100 days in a year, right? Otherwise, running around from village to village. He's speaking a local language. He's not able to string a few sentences coherently together in the local lingo itself. So this is Ramesh when we first spotted him, brought him to Bangalore, and as I speak now, it's 6:30 a.m. India time. There are about 25 million people estimated, and the number could be as high as 50 million people like Ramesh, who would have woken up, started doing the rounds of farms seeking work. They're usually children of farmless laborers, people who don't own any land. These guys have, as I said, would have never been to school, or at max 5 years of schooling. And typically 5 years of schooling in an 18-year period in a village school really amounts to nothing. They would have come in, enrolled themselves, dropped out, gotten back again. And as I said, they work for about 10 to 20 rupees a day. In our definition, this is the classic definition of the vulnerable section of the society, because in India there's quite a bit of uprising of the Naxalite and the Maoist movements, where kids like this get armed with guns. It's very easy to pull them onto the other side and say, hey, your life is going to be like this for the rest of your life. You will struggle to survive. Here is a gun, I'll teach you how to shoot, let's take on the system, right? These guys are the most likely category to switch over to the other side. What a group of us kind of imagined 3 years ago is that if you were to take the bottom of the pyramid, this is really the bottom of the pyramid, and how can we transform these guys? Can we take these zero-educated village youth and teach them computer skills, teach them English? Can we get them employed in the villages itself as knowledge workers? Can we get them to earn 20, 30 times of what they're earning today? Can we get them to earn about $100 every month? And can we do this in real quick time? Can we do this in less than a year? Right? That's the experiment we started 3 years ago. We actually identified people like Ramesh. We went to their villages. We convinced parents. We said, give your son or daughter. We had in the batch of 8. We initially took a lot of 8. We had 3 girls and 5 boys. We said, give them to us. We will take them to Bangalore. So we brought them to Bangalore, and for 8 months, a team of us literally lived in with them. Right? We didn't have any training curriculum. We didn't have none of us were trainers. We didn't say, hey, now I know what to do. We just said, how can we transform them? Right? These are the people who got into the group. Largely, we took a mixture. We took four people from zero educated category and the rest from anywhere from 5th to 12th standard levels. And the Ramesh that you saw uh, initially, this is the Ramesh after 7 months.
I'm Ramesh from Ranchur. When I was in my village, I did not know how to write even my name in Kannada. In my village, I always wore dhoti. I never traveled on the bus. I did not know what the time and what's the watch. I knew only two things: go to farm or sunrise, came back home on sunset. I had never visited a city. I did not